and they're not.
Yeah, the greatest thing since sliced bread.
They're just regular people that are supposed to be doing a job of bringing the news to the general public.
Right.
And they don't want to do that.
Not anymore.
They want to do what they want to do. And 95%, well, I'm not going to say 95%, but at least 75% of the people are sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
They don't want it like that anymore. They want the news to be brought to them like it's supposed to be, not how the news people want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking for other ways of getting the news.
Yeah.
Which is where your station comes in.
Yep, I know. And they're doing really good. We're doing just fine. The only thing we're lacking is sponsorship that the people owe us for, because we're putting plugs out there for the people to understand what's going on. And like I said, we just gave free advertisement away, but they got to pay for it, because this is what we do. We're a 501c4, we're a non-profit organization, and under the law, you're required when we say something, when we do any kind of advertising like Walmart or Target or Sprint, Verizon, they have to pay us for us because we're a nonprofit. See, when we put an advertisement plug out there, the companies have to respond to it, regardless if they don't like us or not. They still have an obligation to actually fund us to keep us going, because we're a nonprofit. You see, when we're a nonprofit, that means that they have to make a donation when we provide a service of what we're doing to save this country. That's why we are an LLC for. It's because by law they have to pay us. See, we're not just a 501c4. We are LLC too as well. It costs us money to make this happen. This is not, this is a drop in a bucket where we're at for advertisement. They make over, advertisers on these channels, they get $4 or $5 million per year. Per year.
Oh, I know.
And we can do this for $3.2 million for 5 years for these companies. For 5 years. I mean, that's the thing. These companies don't need to have these big advertisers to come on to be commercialized. They can do it at an affordable price. You don't need the overhead. When you're doing that, you save money. You don't have to spend all that money to a bad station who is losing ratings, like MSNBC, for crying out loud. They're losing ratings right now. Fox News. Did you know Fox News? Walmart has pulled out of their account. They're looking for a station where is cheap enough for them, so they can actually roll back the prices and keep the prices down and cost effective. Well, that's a recomment. This is why we welcome Walmart in this program. We welcome Walmart.
Right.
We welcome Walmart. We welcome them. We welcome companies who are doing the right thing, who are cost effective, who have great customer service, and provide a good customers to keep the customers coming back to their stores. This is what Walmart does. They keep the customer coming back. This is why we like to have Walmart as a sponsor.
Exactly. When you first started the program today, you had mentioned about how England has gotten out of the EU.
Right.
Well, now, the United States needs to get out of the UN.
Oh, actually, speaking of UN, did you know, was it Australia? That's right. Australia, the president of Australia said the UN, the UN, they can go walk, go pound sand. They're done here. We're not even going to go to any more UNs at all. We're not even. We're separating our ties from the UN completely. That's Australia, and so does South Korea, by the way, this past week too as well. See, this is what this is what Parliament did. The British Empire Parliament did the right thing when they set their ties against the uh, uh, the uh, England Union, European Union, when they when they when they told the European Union to go scratch, well, at the same time too, Australia said we are not. We're going to go. What we're going to do. What our friends over in Great Britain did. We're going to go. We're going to say the hell with the UN. We're not going to go to them anymore. And so did South Korea, by the way. South Korea did too. So they're not even part of the UN anymore at all. They severed their ties. There's 2 countries that did this, and who reported this? It was Mark Levin, myself, Newsmax, and Wall Street Journal. That is it. Nobody else reported this, except for Right Scoop too as well. But that's it. That's it. And National Review too as well. National Review Online also did that too. But that's it. I think.
No wonder nobody heard about it.
I think it was a Dishwatch too that did that. But they made it. But they didn't really go into specific detail. They said that there are some countries that are separated type. They gave you specifics. We got the specifics because we got it from the right source. We got from the Wall Street Journal. We got it from National Review Online. We went to Right Scoop, and we also went to Newsmax. So that's it. And the news networks, the news media, ABC, CBS, NBC, has failed to mention this at all whatsoever. But the information is out there. It's all out there. It's all public information. We posted up already. This is why we posted up when we did this. We also posted up Shark Week too as well. My Shark Week link is still up, but not my UN though. That went down.
Well, that's because the media does not want the general public to know who's been pulling out of the UN. They had to publicize about England pulling out of the EU.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, that would have gone over the wires. That would have been on Twitter, Facebook, you name it. It would have been out there.
Right.
So the media figures, okay, well, I guess we have to, we've got to broadcast it.
Right.
As far as the UN is concerned, that, even though it was stationed in New York, USA did not join it right away, deliberately, because at that time, when it first formed, JFK was still the president.
Right. Well, I remember.
And he knew by becoming part of the UN would put the USA in jeopardy.
Right.
So he did not want it. That's just like he tried to change what the dollar bill looked like to get us out of the NWO.
Right.
Get the NWO out of America.
Right. New World Trade Order. I know the New World Trade. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, I know.
That's why he was assassinated, and from that point on, this country has gone downhill.
Oh, and speaking of going downhill, this past week too, that yesterday it was over in Sacramento. They had the riots with neo-Nazis yesterday. Remember?
Oh yeah, I read about that.
And it's something. That is something. I mean, we have Jerry Brown once again running in California. He destroyed it then. He's destroying it now. When you got Jerry Brown running it like a state like California, well, guess what? You're destroying freedom in America. You're destroying your own state is what you're doing.